All right, everybody, turn your cameras on and stay on mute. Cameras on, everyone stay on mute. Cameras on, I need everyone to stay on mute. Cameras on, I need everyone to stay on mute. Cameras on, get in front of your camera. Be seated, don't be laying down, don't be walking around, you need to be still. Turn your cameras on. Unless you work for staff or the office, cameras on. Unless you work for staff or this office, turn your camera on. Sir, Andrew, put a shirt on. Xavier Reeves, be still. Everybody, your screen name needs to be your first and last name. Samsung, that's not your name. I see your ceiling. Everybody, Science, that's not your name. Camille, you need to turn your camera on. Samsung SM, turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Everybody, camera on. Cameras on, everyone. Science, turn your camera on. Unless you work for this office, your camera needs to be on. Science, change your screen name to your name, not Science. First and last name. Samsung, you're scratching your head in the gray sweater. What's your name?
I haven't even been at the desk.
My name Waukesha Favors. Good morning.
All right, everybody. When I call your name, everybody stay on mute. When I call your name, then you take yourself off of mute. Science, that's not your name. Thank you. Phillips, you need to turn your camera on. Don't let anybody else in the room. Nobody let anybody else in the room. Everybody else is late. Demetrius Williams, sit down. All right, when I call your name, take yourself off mute and answer here. All right, Ivor Carter, Sergio Butler, Shannon Smith Crooks, Andre Crooks. I'm sorry, Ms. Cusick. What about number 1?
Position 1, we're going to continue to monitor for PAC participation to 8/16/23.
All right. Shannon Smith Crooks, Andre Crooks.
Position 2, Your Honor, we're going to continue to 8/2/23 for service.
Okay. Alton Adams, Raphael Favors.
Position 3, we're going to voluntary dismiss. The non-custodial parent is incarcerated.
Okay. I've got Keisha Favors.
Position 4, Your Honor, we are going to continue. We need to audit the file.
So Ms. Favors, what's the date?
We have 8/2/23.
Ms. Favors, they're going to continue your case until August the 2nd. Okay? You're going to
Yes,
get
ma'am.
notice in the sheriff's room. They're going to audit your file. Okay?
August the 2nd.
Yes, ma'am. What time?
Yeah,
is
and you
Keisha?
can, yes, and that's the same announcement for position 5, Your Honor. She is also
Okay.
the non-custodial parent on position 5.
It'll be your same Zoom link, Ms. Favors.
August the 2nd of this year. At what time? Same time?
9:30.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and just all
And
right.
Ms. Favors, you can contact the office to settle your cases. You won't even have to come back to court.
Well, I have one thing to say. I'm on a wheelchair and I barely can walk.
Yes, so give the office a call and they will assist you, okay?
Yeah,
The East Point Child Support Office.
Okay, and I have the 1-800 number that I can call and
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Stay
All right.
safe, healthy. Jeremy Frame. Denetria Willis.
Your Honor, position number 6 is going to be an arrest order, Jeremy Frame.
Okay, we'll come back and get that. Got Cody Talbert, Norman Gurley.
Cody Tolbert is here.
Thank you, ma'am. Moto G, stand by. I'm looking at this, sir. Moto G Stylus 5G22. What is your name, sir? Take yourself off mute. Take yourself off mute, sir.
My name is Andrew Gaines.
Not you, Andrew. Not you. It's the guy in the glasses with a beard. You have to take yourself off of mute, sir.
I'm off mute, sir.
Not you. Not you, Andrew. I'm talking to someone else. You don't have a beard. I'm talking to the gentleman with a gray beard. Sir, what is your name? Take yourself off of mute. Not you, Andrew. You've got to take yourself off mute, sir.
You're not referring to Jamal person, right?
No, sir, I'm not. Gentlemen, gray beard, glasses. What is
Yes,
your
ma'am.
name? Yes,
Robert,
you-
Robert David Kirkland.
thank you. This is why everyone is to have your name and not iPhone. Take yourselves off mute when I call your name. Thank you. Okay, Norman Gurley. What's the one on that one, Ms. Cusick?
Position 7, Norman Gurley, is going to be an arrest order request, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Talbot, we're going to issue an arrest order. So Ms. Talbot no longer needs to be here, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Talbot. We'll issue an arrest order later for him, not you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a
Bye-bye.
good week.
You too.
All right, Monique Miles.
Your Honor, we are ready to move forward on this one.
John Edward Hood.
Oh, position 8, Your Honor, we're ready to move forward.
Okay. Marcella Allen and John Hood.
Position 9, Your Honor, we are ready to move forward.
Okay. Danielle Jackson, Rico Jackson.
Your Honor, we are going to continue to 8/2/2023 to perfect service.
Thank you. Amber Classy, Marcus Jameson.
Same announcement, Your Honor, continue to 8/2/2023 to perfect service.
All right. Good. Markeisha Brock, Emmett Johnson.
We are ready to move forward on position 12, Your Honor.
All right. Shalissa Moore, Preston Kidd.
Your Honor, position 13 is off the calendar. An order was previously filed on 1/23/23.
Okay. Andrea Washington, Tyrone Kimball.
Your Honor, we are going to continue this case to April 19th, 2023 to verify information submitted by the custodial parent.
All right. Lynette Archie, Jason Kinney.
Your Honor, we are ready to proceed.
All right. I got Carlissa Adele, Delkey, and I got Robert Kirkland. I've got you, sir. Mr. Kirk, you got to be real still. Learn how to take yourself on and off mute. We'll be back to you in just a second, okay? Jacqueline Fletcher, you ready on Mr. Kirkland?
Your Honor, yes, but position 16, we're actually going to continue to April 19th, 2023 to allow the non-custodial parent to provide documentation that he cannot work.
All right, now take yourself off mute, Mr. Kirkland.
Yes, ma'am.
They're continuing until April the 19th, so you can provide documentation that you're not able to work. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Can you? I'm not really tech savvy, but you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. They're continuing your case till April so that you can provide proof that you cannot work.
Okay, I'm still on the workman's comp, and I have a colonoscopy scheduled for
Okay,
something
so
they
whoa,
found.
Mr. Kirkland, I don't need to know all that.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't need to know all that. That's your private business. Get in touch with the East Point Child Support Office, not me. Talk to them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, yeah, you say help me, okay? I don't want to put your personal business out there, okay? Just, you don't need your medical business out there in public. Just get in touch with them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So I'm done.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank
See in
you.
April. Jacqueline Fletcher, Krishonda Larry.
We're ready to go forward on this case, Your Honor.
All right, Tabitha Ragland, Jared Macklin.
Your Honor, this case was previously dismissed. The voluntary dismissal was filed on 1/26/23, so it'll be off the calendar today.
All right, Leon King and Shaquille McGee. Let me let him in here. On time is late. These people late. Not good. He says he's going to be able to connect. What about Kenesha Anderson?
Position,
Oh, hold on. Are
I'm
you
sorry,
Shaquille McGee? Take yourself off mute, ma'am.
Your Honor, for position 20, we have continued to
I
8
can't
to
hear.
2.
That's why I left the first time. I was trying to go out
Are
and
you
come back
Shakeed
in
McGee?
so that I could.
Are you Shakeed McGee?
She can't hear, Your Honor. She sent a note to the chat.
Well, I can hear her. There's nothing I can do to help her.
Well, this is continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service on the non-custodial parent. So we can send her a notice after the hearing.
Her name, it shows that she's Shakeed McGee.
And that's position 19, Shakeed McGee.
That's the one, right. It shows Shakeed McGee. Is that the one you're continuing, Ms. Cusick?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Your Honor. We're ready to move forward on position 19.
Okay. Ms. Gilmore, just send her something, send her a message in the chat. She's gonna have to fix her thing because I can't, I'm not IT. I can hear
Okay,
her.
I will, Your Honor. Co-host me so that I can send it.
Camille Howes, Kenneth Mays.
Here. Camille Vince is here.
All right, Kenneth Mays.
Which position is that, Your Honor? I'm sorry. So,
21.
okay, so 20, we've got continued to 8/2. 21, we're going to continue this case to April 19th, 2023. They have a private civil matter pending, so we're going to give them time to settle that matter.
All right, so ma'am, yours is gonna be continued until you go forward on your civil case.
Excuse me, I'm not aware of I guess, where can I get more information? Because I'm not aware of what the private matter is.
Well, not through here, so you'll have to go wherever it's filed. So what county is it filed in, Ms. Cusick? You know?
I believe it's Fulton County, Your Honor, but I'm not 100% certain. The non-custodial parent does have an attorney on the case, though.
So you need to reach out to them, ma'am. This is not that case. Either look in Fulton County where you live or where they live. They would have filed something.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Christy Williams, Larry Orr.
Your Honor, this case is going to be continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service on the defendant.
All right. McChandra Caldwell, Bernard Parker.
Same announcement for 23, Your Honor, continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service on the defendant.
All right. Kawana Davis and Antonio Payne.
Same announcement, Your Honor, continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service on the defendant.
Tiffany Smith, Jamar Person. I see Mr. Person.
We are ready to go forward, Your Honor.
All right, stand by, Mr. Person. We'll get back to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Abina, don't know, Andre Reese.
We are ready to go forward on this case, Your Honor.
All righty. Angelique Dean, hold on, Xavier Reeves shows up late. You ready on that one?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Altoria Hardy.
Position 28, Your Honor, continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service on the defendant.
Kristen Reeves, okay. Candace Johnson, Derek Scott.
Same announcement, Your Honor, continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service on the defendant.
All right, Lakeisha Phillips, Aaron Shirley.
Present.
Ms. Phillips, we have not perfected service on the defendant, so we are going to continue this case to 8/2/2023 to perfect service.
I have been in contact with him, and he does know.
He hasn't been served though, ma'am. He has to be served properly.
Okay, thank you so much.
If you have any new information, Ms. Phillips, like a new address or new phone number for him, could you please update the online portal? And just make sure what you have is what we have. Perfect. Then we'll just get service back out again and hopefully we'll catch him.
Mr. Reeves, this is position 27. He's here.
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed on that case. We're asking for an arrest order.
Okay, Mr. Reeves, you better stand by because they're going to argue for an arrest order. All right,
Yes.
Shaka Moore.
Your Honor, this, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Tony Smith. Go ahead.
Position 31 is off the calendar. CCO was filed on 1/11/23.
All right. Stand by, everybody. Okay, Shonda Lewis, Arvasta Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor. Position 32 was settled in the office on 1/24/23, and we will submit that order along with the other orders today for your signature.
All right, Belita Thompson, Theron Thompson.
This case is going to be continued to 8/2/2023 to perfect service, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we got Ladacia Sherrod, Demetrius Williams. I think I see Mr. Demetrius.
Your Honor, this case is going to be voluntary dismissed. The defendant is currently paying through an FIW.
Oh, look at that, Mr. Demetrius. You take yourself off mute.
How you doing?
You're a rock star, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna dismiss it. Just keep up, okay? Make sure you keep accounting of what you do, okay? You
Yes.
don't want to get jammed up and somebody say you don't pay. We know what happens, right?
Yeah, I know how it goes.
All
And
right.
his payments are coming through the system now, so he should be in good shape, Your Honor.
Hey,
Have a good one.
can I ask you a question about my license? How would I be able to go about getting my license?
Just contact the office, Mr. Williams. Since you're currently employed, they have procedures in place to help you get your license back. So give them a call right after you get off the court here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
sir. Stay healthy and safe. Erica Lewis. Brandon Willingham.
Position 35, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed. We're going to ask for an arrest order in this case.
Kimberly Pringle, Antonio Wright. Okay,
Your Honor, we are going to continue this case to 8/2/2023 to perfect service.
all right. Shanticia Tillman, Dentarius Tillman. All right. Shanticia Tillman, Dentarius Tillman.
Your Honor, this case, we also have an order to submit to the court, so we will send that with the rest of the orders. It's previously been settled.
Okay, Asia Muhammad and Benjamin Haywood.
Benjamin Haywood here, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. We're ready on this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. McGee, going back to position 19. Are we ready?
Yes, Your Honor. We're ready to proceed.
Ms. McGee.
Let's
see, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear.
Okay, then we're gonna have to continue it because is it ready? Because I can't figure.
Okay,
out.
I'm gonna try by my smart.
She can.
Your
try-
Honor, we can continue this case. This is position 19, right? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
Yes.
We're going to continue this case anyway. We are waiting for medical documentation from Ms. McGee. So we'd like to continue this case to 4/19/23. So rather than dealing with the IT issues, let's just, that's what we have anyway. We were just going to see if she had those documents today.
All right, hold on. Ms. Gilmore.
I will. I will.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and then just tell her to go to zoom.us and watch the videos, learn how to operate Zoom. She doesn't need to get back on.
Yeah, and to contact the office also, Ms. C. Thank you so much.
Will do.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so we got, one second. We got Mr. 25, right, Mr. Pearson? Is it Pearson or Person?
It's person.
Person, all right, Mr. Person, all right, we'll go with that. If you raise your right hand, sir, you swear affirm testimony about to give the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Cusick, or Ms. Montiel.
Your Honor, yes, Ms. Mantilla is going to handle the later part of the calendar, so I'll let her go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead,
Good
Ms.
morning.
Montiel. Morning.
Yes, good morning. This is a contempt matter. I will ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, the arrears as of January 31st, 2023 is $2,047.18. There is currently no current support as this is an arrears only case. The repay amount is $267 and we are asking for a purge payment of $801.
Thank
What
you.
date is the purge by?
8/1.
All right. You hear that, Mr. Person?
Yes, but I don't know what it means.
You have an arrears, and they want you to pay back $267 a month until that arrears is paid up. It's an arrears only. And they want a purge payment of $801 before August the 1st of this year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's no problem, man. I just recently called DCSS last week and registered my job where I'm currently working.
Okay. So that
Uh,
might take a couple of months for it to start off, Mr. Person. Sometimes there's a little bit of a lag. So make sure that you go ahead and start making your payments of 267 and that purge of 801.
Okay, I can pay that. I can pay that before August, definitely.
Okay. And Mr. Persons, do we have your current email?
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure you
registered
do.
on the system.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just called them. I just called last week or the week before last. I can give you an email up right now.
Okay. What I'd like you to do, sir, is put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat, Mr. Person.
And I do have one question.
So Mr. Person, if you could put that in the chat, if this question needs to be asked at East Point, I got a big calendar. I need you to ask them, okay? Unless it's something you need to ask the court.
I'm not sure who to ask. I know it's not, well, I don't know if it's for East Point or not. It's just that there's I'm getting paperwork and documentation with an extra child's name on my documentation.
Well, I don't know. That'd be something you probably need to talk about with East Point.
Yes, go ahead and give the customer service number a call, sir. Or go into the portal and submit your question and we can review the case and see what's going on for you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
you want to get that taken care of for sure, Mr. Person.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. So
Mr. Person-
I don't have another court case date or anything as long as I make my purge payment on time.
We'll send you a copy of the order once it's everything is executed on and signed by the courts. You'll get a copy of the order by your email.
Okay, thank you.
You're
All right,
welcome.
thank you, sir.
All right, have a
Good
good day.
day. Stay healthy and safe.
All right.
All right, hold on a second. Now we got. Andrew, did we call your name?
No, sir, you didn't call my name.
So what's your name exactly? Besides Andrew?
My name is Andrew Gaines.
And what's the other party's name?
Kamaya Jones or Kiva Jones.
We have an Andrew Gaines.
I know because I had already settled this before this, and I'm not understanding why they had to come to court for February the 1st. We had already settled this.
Okay, so what does he need to, you're gonna have to stand by, okay? And that way we'll take care of it in just a second. We're gonna look something up, right? We'll move on to the next one real quick. All right, Mr. Haywood, position 38.
Yes, ma'am.
If you raise your right hand for me, you swear affirm testimony about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. Go ahead, Ms. Montilla.
Yes, previously in this order, a contempt order was put in place with the purge amount to be paid of $1,126. Mr. Haywood has paid $630.50 of that, with a balance of $495.50. It was supposed, the complete amount was supposed to be paid by this date. It hasn't been, so we're seeking an arrest order.
What's going on, Mr. Haywood?
I just been out of work. I had COVID, and my work has been very inconsistent. I could not go back to my main work in construction for over a year due to COVID recovery. And in the meantime, I'm kind of what's the word? I don't want to say destitute, but I'm dealing with a eviction. I just got evicted. But I do have a new job, and I should be able to cover the rest of the purge payment. But it's just been a long, rocky road. I'm also dealing with, which I don't know how it intersects with this court, but I'm in legitimation court as well for the children. And I was unaware for the longest time that these were separate entities, which would cause a lot of confusion with how I communicate with.
Where's the legitimation case at?
It's in Henry County.
Ms. Montia?
Yes, Your Honor. Normally we would continue since he's got a private action, but I'm not sure if that's pertaining to custody, if he's seeking any kind of custody or anything with the children, or just legitimating the children.
I am seeking partial custody.
Okay, and well, I guess we could continue this case to.
Are you addressing child support that, Mr. Haywood?
Pardon?
Do you have a lawyer in that case?
I do not.
Are you addressing child support in that case?
There is a third child that is not on this order that's being added.
Are you addressing child support?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So I think you need to bring proof to Ms. Montia, send proof to East Point Child Support Office about that case, and they'll continue it until, what's the date, Ms. Montia?
We'll continue to the 4/19 court date for the documents.
All right, you gotta bring the documents.
Which documents exactly? Any court
Show
documents?
us that you got something pending and a private action pending.
Okay.
You gotta show proof, copies of stamped file copies, not just runoff copies.
From the Henry County Clerk Court.
You'll get a copy of it where you filed it in the clerk's office, okay?
Okay.
And so you know, Ms. Haywood, Chipotle's hiring. I see hiring signs everywhere. I could have got 12 jobs on the way to work this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We'll see you on the 19th. But get those documents stamped copy to the East Point Child Court Office before April. Okay?
And the date is April 19th?
Yes, sir. It'll be the same Zoom link.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Stand by, everybody. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Haywood. You can go ahead and leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, let's see, 1 second. Mr. Andrews, did you put your name in there so that they can look and see if they can find your case?
Sir, you talking to me?
Yes, sir. Did you put your name? Are you looking for it, Ms. Gilmore?
What's first and last name, Your Honor?
What's your last name, Andrew?
My last name is Gaines, Gaines, Gaines.
Andrew Gaines?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sorry, sir. I was just calling you Andrew because that's the only thing that's there. All right, Mr. Reeves, if you could take yourself off mute and raise your right hand. You swear affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, in this position 27.
Yes, this is a contempt matter. I will ask the back in August of last year. He had, and of that amount, he has paid nothing on the purge since that date. So we're asking for an arrest order today.
Mr. Reeves,
Yes, Your Honor.
you haven't paid anything.
So we had court August, and I was supposed to sign up for a program that you all had. But when we had court, I did have an active warrant, and I was arrested a few days later, and I just got home.
Where were you in Fulton County in jail?
They took me to Fulton County and transported me to Muskogee County for a probation warrant. So I sat there 3 months, and I just got out like maybe 35 days ago.
All right. Are you working?
No, ma'am, but I have signed up for 4 or 5 staffing companies in the area, and I should have a job maybe this week. But I was promised a job last week, which was the same job I started the day of court. That was what I was asking them to take me back, being that I left on good terms, and let them know that I had a warrant and had to handle it, and so because I started the job the day of court, last court date, but
If he doesn't get that, can he qualify for one of the fatherhood or?
Well, we put, I
sorry.
apologize. And I need to correct myself. The purge was $792, and I do see where he made a payment. Shortly after that, the order went in place, and on August the 22nd, he made a payment of $101.50. So the purge amount is $690.50 at this time. We did put the PAC language into the order. He can get in contact with the PAC coordinator to see if he still qualifies for that program.
All right. So, Ms. Yemsen, y'all going to put that information in the chat or send it to him directly so he can reach out there?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's continue this case to allow him time to make the payment since he was incarcerated and give him the opportunity to join PAC again.
Okay.
We're fine with that. But Mr.
August?
Reeves, you need to make an attempt to get a payment in, okay? I know you're not working now, but they're gonna, next time, it's not gonna be as forgiving, all right?
I have a payment in, ma'am. I'm sorry about that.
Do you still have Miss Jordan's contact information, or do you need it again?
No, I don't have it anymore. Because I don't have a phone. I lost my phone was in property, and they didn't give it back.
Can you put your current email and phone number in the chat to court? Send it.
Yes, ma'am.
What's his date going to be to come back?
Let's do the 4/19 date.
They give you enough time, Mr. Reeves?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. You got everything taken care of, right? No more trouble.
No more trouble.
All right,
So-
we'll work with you as long as you're trying, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. All right, now reach out to them if they can help you get a job. If there's anything we can do, let me know, because I got a couple of people that we know that help people find jobs.
Yes, Your Honor. So I put my email in the chat. That's what I was supposed to do to receive information.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a good one.
Your Honor, I have an update from Mr. Andrews.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he has in his child support case, it was adjudication of arrears.
All right, so you already got an order, Mr. Gaines.
Yes, I know I already have an order. That's why I couldn't understand why I had to be in court today, because I already did an order last year.
I don't know, Mr. Gaines. I'm sorry to take up your time this morning. It was obviously a mistake. I'm sorry.
I have another question. You might not be able to answer that. So I went to Fulton County, and I'm living in Ellenwood in Clayton County. And when I went to Fulton County to try to get some information, they told my case was closed in Fulton County. So I'm not understanding why I keep coming to Fulton County when my stuff is down in Clayton County.
So what I want you to do is get in touch with the East Point Child Support Office to discuss that, okay?
I
Who
did
does he
that.
need to talk? Okay, again, because we're not going to answer it today. Who does he need to talk to specifically, Ms. Montier or Ms. Cusick?
If he'd like to get his case transferred, he can go into the East Point office or just call. Any customer service agent can help him with that.
What words does he need to say?
I would like my file transferred to Clayton County. I currently reside in Clayton County, and I'd like my file transferred there.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mr. Tillman. So you're going to have to get, well, there's some front lighting so I can see you, and take yourself off of mute. All right, go ahead. That's position 37. Shanticia Tillman, Dentarius Tillman. Sir, take yourself off mute and raise your right hand. You swear your military right.
The case where we have an order to submit.
All right.
There was an attorney in this case, so there's already been a settlement.
All right, Ms. Tillman, you can put your hand down. They've already got an order, so it'll be sent to you. Do you need his email address?
Your Honor, what happened in this case, excuse me, Attorney Cusick, is that we sent him an order by HelloSign, and he never signed the order. He came to settlement and agreed that to a certain amount.
Mr. Tillman, stop walking around and listen to what she's saying.
I'm trying to get out of the area with the airport.
Okay, well then hold, okay, how far you got to go so you hear what she's saying?
I'm almost out the door by 3 feet.
Okay. All right, now listen to what she's saying, okay? Go ahead, Ms. Montilla.
Yes, Mr. Tillman, we sent you an order to sign electronically. You never signed that order.
I never signed the order because I was trying to talk to my lawyer about it due to the fact of when I had my second job, you all took 4 weeks of my paycheck out.
So you have an attorney, sir? You have an attorney?
Yes.
But
Yes.
the attorney has never submitted an entry.
And I never got in touch with my attorney after the first court date we had before we when we lowered the first arrears.
Yes.
After we lowered the first arrears, after that, I never got in touch with my attorney after that. Then I had emailed or called someone else about the form, like, do I supposed to sign it? And she said she can't talk to me due to the fact that I have a lawyer. You got to get in contact with your lawyer. She also told me that she can't even get in contact with him. And after that, I've been trying to get in contact with him for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, now your attorney, Mr. Tillman, your attorney just showed up at settlement with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, and he was informed at that time that he should submit an entry of appearance with the court. He hasn't done that. So
I can't get in contact with him either.
Okay, all right. So what we're here today asking the court is to hear the matter, because I explained to you at settlement that if you didn't sign, then we would have a court date and we would present all the evidence to the court and ask the courts for an order. So if you're not agreeing with what was on there, we're ready to go forth and give the numbers and ask the courts for the order.
Yeah, I don't want to sign it due to the fact that y'all took 4 checks from me at my second job for $358. That's a total of $900.
Okay, so can I just ask one of the agents to give me the numbers on this?
Mr. Tillman, truth, nothing but the truth. Yep, go agent.
Yes. The custodial parents affidavit was $4,447, and that was as of March 14th, 2019. The custodial parent did agree to give a credit of $2,912. So the arrears as of January 31st, 2023 is $1,671.62. The current support amount is $657 with a repay amount of $131.
Was this a contempt case or adjudication of arrears?
It's an adjudication of arrears case.
Okay, so Your Honor, we're asking for the arrears amount of $1,671.62, repayment towards that arrears of $131 a month, ongoing payments of $657. Can you check that, Agent Rose, and let us know? He said something about some payments that was taken. Can you tell us when the last payments shows on his account?
Yes, give me just 1 second, okay?
Thank you.
They're gonna check on those and see about those payments, Mr. Tillman.
The last payment was taken out of August of last year,
Hold on, sir.
2021.
Mr. Tillman, they're checking to verify those payments.
So the last payment that we received was on January 18th, and that was $303.57.
That this year, January the 18th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So all of these payments you've made, Mr. Tillman, has been taken into consideration along with the credit that was given to you by the custodial parent. And that's why your arrears is only $1,671.62.
No, that's not correct because of what I called, it's in my file. I had called January the 3rd and asking why you all not taking the full balance out of it. So every time y'all are taking the full balance out of it, my arrears add up. So my arrears supposed to be at $1,500. That's why I'm trying to talk to my lawyer to get that $900 as credit added on to it. So since you all is taking 303 out instead of 328.50, which the court order you all to take out, y'all told me that you let me keep $25. So every 2 weeks he keep adding on up. So I would never be out of the arrears, she said.
Mr. Tillman, this is what's going on. We not letting you do anything. Your company that you work with is the one who's taking the funds out of your account and forwarding it to child support. And they have a guideline as to how much they can take out. So if they're only taking out $303, then you need to give you credit for what it is that child support is receiving.
I talked to my employer about that, and they told me to talk to child support. That's why I called child support on January the 3rd. And she literally stated the fact of we basically since you get 3 checks or out of 1 month, and we rolling that over, so that's how you'll be out of the arrears. That's what she told me. So she keeps
Mr.
$25.
Tillman, with how much you're making, so if you're not making enough to support the child support order, what your job is allowed to take out per the law versus what is owed, that's what's making up your arrears balance. You still owe it, even if your job is paying $10 a month, you still owe the full amount of the support order every single month until your child emancipates. Does that make sense?
What you just,
Tillman,
it makes
Mr.
sense.
Tillman, Mr. Tillman, listen to me. When you make a payment, the first money that goes to is the current child support. It doesn't get to the arrears. So it goes to your first child support. If you got child support due this month and you make a $600 payment, it goes there. And then it goes towards your arrears. Okay? All right. We'll get
So
you in order.
we're seeking an order based upon the information we just provided, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Tillman?
No, that's it. Unless you all look at the fact of when I had paid child support 4 times of August 2021.
Mr. Tillman, you had a chance, I think, to have a meeting with them. They've done the accounting. They went over it. You had a meeting with them. They went over it. So if y'all had, and this looks like it's somewhere along the ways of what y'all's agreed to. So all that's been talked about before.
It was talked about, but it wasn't brought up.
Well, you guys talked.
A lot of credit towards the arrears. So all of that was what he was expressing was considered.
$2,912 credit.
Y'all told me to connect the dots the last time I was over here. I connected the dots due to the fact that the paper was filled out.
Mr. Tillman, you were at the meeting. This is the order of the court. All right. I'll be signing an order. You'll get a copy of it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, let's see. Go ahead for number 6. It's an arrest order. Kasich, you're on mute still.
You're on mute, Amanda.
Sorry, I had a whole statement going. Rose, if you could please give us the numbers for position 6. We're asking the court for an arrest order, Your Honor. We have the non-custodial parent signed a CCO on 8/3/2022. His purge was due January 15th, 2003. There's been no contact or payments from the defendant. We're asking for a purge amount in, Rose, what's the purge amount?
Hi, hello. 92 on the order. It was due at since January 15, 2023. So we're asking for the same amount.
Sorry, that's okay. We can do just the purge amount is good. And we'll ask for that due on 8/1/2023 with a compliance date of 8/16/2023, Your Honor.
All right.
Would you like us to go over the rest of the numbers also, or that's good?
That's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, 7 is an arrest order.
Yes, Your Honor. We have the defendant also had a CCO 8/3/2022. We have not heard from him. He was supposed to join the PAC program. Ms. Jordan reached out to him on several occasions over a period of a month. He never complied with the terms or came in and signed the paperwork. So that's why we are here today asking for an arrest order. And Ms. Rose, if you could please give me the purge amount.
Yes, the purge amount is $2,889.
And we're asking for that to be paid by 8/1/2023 with a compliance date of 8/16/2023, Your Honor.
Okay. And then we're ready on position 8 and 9. Those are orders.
Yes, position 8, Your Honor, we are asking for a contempt order. The defendant was served on 12/10/2022 by third-party service. We were able to verify his address through a driver's license agreement he previously signed. Ms. Rose, could you please give us the numbers on position 8?
Yes, the arrears as of January 31st, 2022 2023 is $18,175.09. The current support is $200. The repay is $40. We're asking for a purge of $600.
And we'd like yes, that's it. Sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, all right.
And may we have court costs also on this one, and service costs, $214, and service costs of $45?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Number
it is the same defendant. He was actually served for this case on a different date. However, he was served on 12/29/2022, third-party service, which also his address was also verified through the driver's license agreement. He has not made any payments, Your Honor, since 2020. Ms. Rose, if you could please read the numbers for us.
Yes, the arrears as of January 31st, 2023 is $4,836.37. The current support is $150. The repay is $30, and we're asking for a purge of $450 to be due 8/2/23.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, 8/1.
Yeah, 8/1.
Sorry.
Okay.
May we also have court costs of $214 and service of $45, Your Honor?
Yes, granted. All right.
Thank
now
you,
we
Your
got
Honor.
12, all the way down to 12. Johnson.
Position 12, Your Honor, is also a contempt case. The defendant was served with contempt action on 12/14/2022. It was third-party service. His address was verified through a driver's license agreement that he resided there, and his numbers are as follows. Ms. Rose, may I have the numbers, please?
Yes, the arrears as of January 31st, 2023 is $27,942. The current support is $264. The repay is $52.80. We're asking for a purge of $792 to be due 8/1/2023.
And Your Honor, his last voluntary payment was back in 2021. And we are also asking for court costs of $214 and service costs of $45.
All right, granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I got number 15, Kinsey.
Yes, Your Honor, this is also a contempt action. The defendant was served third-party service on 12/20/2022. The address matches the address on his current driver's license. The numbers on this case are as follows. Ms. Rose.
Yes, the total arrears as of January 31st, 2023 is $29,424. The state arrears is $4,224. The custodian arrears is $25,200. The current payment is $264. The repay is $53, and we're asking for a purge of $792 due 8/1/2023.
Okay.
And may we please have court costs in the amount of $214 and service costs $45, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. All right, now, the last name is Krishanda Leary.
Oh, Mario, I think I'm taking your shine, Mario. You're
Yeah,
up.
oh,
I
you
went
can
over
have-
my numbers, Your Honor.
You
I'm
can
so
take the
excited.
shine any day. You could. Your Honor, the NCP was do I see? He did not appear. He appeared for court on 7/20/20. Medical documents, and no documents has been received. He would decline the PAC program numbers.
Yes, the total arrears is $15,312 as of January 31st, 2023. The current support is $264. The repay is $53. And purge, we're asking for a purge of $792 due 8. I'm sorry, no, it's not. We're not asking. Yes, I'm sorry. We're asking for a purge of $792 due 8/1/2023.
All right.
And y'all know, on each one of the cases, if we didn't mention before, the compliance date is going to be 8/16
Okay.
on all of them. And we're also asking for a court cost of $214 with a service cost of $45.
Okay, granted. See, the next one we have would be position 21, Kenneth Mays.
Okay, that's good. Continue, Your Honor.
April 19.
All right. Let's see, wait a minute, I'm sorry. So we're waiting on medical docs for review. All right. So I got Andre Reese, number 26.
Yes, Your Honor, this is also a contempt case. He did not appear for the settlement. The address was verified. No payment has been made on this case. I'll ask the agent to give us the numbers.
Yes, the arrears balance as of January 31st, 2023 is $47,376. The amount owed to the state is $3,760. The amount that's owed to the custodial parent is $43,616. The is $75.20. And we are asking for a purge amount of $1,128. That's due on August 1st with a compliance date of August 16th, 2023.
Yes, Your Honor, and we're going to change that repayment amount to $75 even.
Okay.
And we're asking for court costs, $214, and service costs of $45.
Okay. All right, now let's see, is it 35? Willingham?
Yes, this is a contempt case. The contempt order was put in place on August the 3rd, 2022. He had a purge of $792. He has paid nothing towards that. So we're seeking an arrest order showing that purge amount with the compliance
Any fees in this one?
No, Your Honor. We would have got fees on the other order.
Okay, granted. So that's it, right? Did I miss anything?